So here we have two standing Buddha figures that are a part of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Asian art collection. And these are really fascinating to me because they are contemporaneous, both coming from the Kushan dynasty, and they have a lot of similarities. We can see in both of them the auspicious markings / attributes called lakshanas of the historical Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama or Shakyamuni in Sanskrit. And you can see that some of these attributes are the halo behind the head. Then we've got the cranial bump, the Ushnisha, which symbolizes Shakyamuni's wisdom. You've got elongated earlobes that are reminders of Siddhartha Gautama's renounced nobility. We also have the drapery of the monk's robe. His hands are most likely in the Abhaya Mudra position, with one hand up, one hand outstretched, indicating peace and safety. The urna is the dot between the brow. These two statues are roughly 200 years apart, which is not a very long time in art history. You can see on this map that the Gandhara region is much closer to Rome on the trade routes. And the Gandharan school of art took great inspiration from classical Rome. That's why the Gandharan sculpture is so reminiscent of Greco-Roman sculptural style. Mathura Buddha is more classical Indian because it's further into India and more down the line on the trade route, leads to a more distinct Indian style. These are made from different sculpture materials as well. The Gandharan sculpture is a gray stone called schist. The Mathura is red sandstone. You can see that their styles of the bodies are a bit different. The Gandharan Buddha is a more naturalist style, with the robe, the hair, and the facial features being more realistic. In the Mathura Buddha, the curls are snail-like, which is more characteristic of the Persian influence. You can see in the Mathura Buddha, he's almost inflated with the breath of life, which is called prana. Finally, the folds of the robe are really deeply cut in the Gandharan Buddha, which is much like the classical Roman toga. So I just think it's really interesting that this Buddhist sculpture, which I normally think of as solidly Asian, has such a European influence.